big high flyer. Jesse's like the big old school wrestler that wears the leotard, and he's like just big, weighing in at 320 pounds.
Man, I eat garbage on stage.
The garbage man. Jesse, the garbage man, Cox. Peanut Butter Gamer, I'd call him the Weasel. He'd be like this, like, really plastic yellow guy.
I call him a Weasel too.
Well, Jesse, what would your signature move be? I've got to ask.
Oh, it'd be called Garbage Day. And I'd yell, Garbage Day! And then I'd slam you, I'd fold up the person and slam them into a trash can and then roll them out.
That'd be amazing.
Would I be helping the cause of women's wrestling and athleticism if my main move was called Release the Cats, and I have those like 20 children dressed as cats and just grab onto the other person's legs, and then I just like punch them.
I'm pretty sure you might get disqualified if you said 20 children dressed as cats.
Oh wait, but if they're 20 little people, then that's a good
20 hornswoggles?
Oh, I miss Hornswoggle.
I will make you hornswoggle. You are 3 foot tall.
Also called the Garbage Man though, am I?
Yeah, you are the garbage man, but you're 3 foot tall. You are the height of an actual garbage man.
You'd hard to be a garbage man if you're 3 feet tall. Some garbage men are pretty big.
Yeah, but he's
his own miniature garbage man.
He's all upper body strength and little
So he lifts 5 at a time. That's how he trained to be a wrestler. By lifting garbage cans. Perfect. The storyline's great.
Big thanks to Julian, of course, for sorting that out. Much appreciated from him. If you do want to give him money to make more episodes, he does have a Patreon, which you can find somewhere. I think it's Corruption Animated if you go look for that. But yeah, he asked me to convey to all of you a lot of thanks, because no doubt there's a few people here that have been backing that show, and he's really happy with how it's been going on, and he promises not to slack anymore. So hopefully get a few more episodes of that on the channel. Yeah, so that was a cool 2 minutes of fill time there. I believe we were planning on doing a little bit of Q&A. Yeah, that's usually a good way to get things moving along. So do we have the people with the microphones all over the point? No. Yeah, so they're sorting that out. What is that? What are you doing?
What is happening? What is that?
Are you passing notes?
No, there's nothing written on it.
Incorrect.
Well?
It didn't have any.
I thought you were trying to do something all secret.
What? Why would I?
Because you were like,
Shh, don't tell him. But I really want to do Terraria again.
Free money!
I'm just the middleman. I have no notes for anyone. I just.
There's nothing on this.
That's what I said!
We don't trust you, that's the problem.
anyways.
Question.
Quaz?
Microphones are ready, so yeah, we're going to do some Q&A, so we're going to a couple of helpers, and of course, before we do start, I personally would like to thank all of the volunteers who've done a phenomenal job. Jesse was actually responsible for organising this, we'd all be fucked. So, thank you to those that made
I'm not gonna thank you. I'm kidding, I love you guys. Yeah, no, they have done so much damn work, you have no clue. Behind the scenes, turns out conventions are really hard to run. And so, everyone over there doing all this, and everyone running around, and everyone with a helper thing, before you leave, be sure to thank them for being freaking awesome.
Definitely.
And, for making this thing work as well as it has. Look, I'm just as shocked as you. We haven't put this place down. So... That wasn't a challenge.
Alright, let us kick it off. So, hands in the air, please, if you haven't have a question.
Actually, I have a question myself.
That's cheating.
I know, right? You grab the mic and ask questions. What was the high point of this weekend for you guys?
The weekend. for the most part. Like, all of it. Pretty much getting a chance to, I know it's stereotypical and ridiculous and cliche, but getting to meet everybody here was fantastic. It was really, really great.
You're saying this is pretty awesome, TV?
Look, I'm not.
You're saying this
I'm
is
not
pretty
doing
awesome?
you.
Look, my name's on it. It does.
It was awesome in spite of you.
Good, and you know what? That's fine. As long as you can walk away and say you had a good time, I'm A-okay. I'll take what I can get.
Nanda's alright too.
This was pretty good.
I missed that, actually. I didn't realize how much.
Highlight for me would definitely be right before this panel when I got through everybody in my life. I was so excited. I was so happy, so.
Yep.
It was awesome. So yeah, thank you to everybody who has patiently waited in any of our lines.
Yes, absolutely.
It's, yeah.
Yes.
I keep designing everything. I love you.
My highlight was either eating Nando's on stage or the I Am Sam Scripper song.
Wait, can we...
Oh my god, me too. It's still sitting there playing record keeper. Alright, now that you've stolen the mic for a few minutes.
Yeah, wait a minute. For me, the highlight of this weekend was getting to share a lot of fun with some of my good friends. Never mind, I take that back. And getting to share that with you guys, and it's been a blast, and I'm still mind blown that this many people decided to spend their weekend with us. And thank you so much for that, because it's been amazing.
We're all awesome.
I wouldn't go that far.
We're all mediocre.
And it's been a blast. And really, I'm just thrilled. And if we can make it happen next year, we sure as hell will.
Well, they're small clocks.
No more ding-dongs.
Oh, God, thank you.
Hello. Two questions. The co-optional figures, what's the current status on
Yeah, what is the status?
Working on it.
Fair enough.
Turns out it takes a while. We'll see.
Second one, if you could create a Hearthstone card, what would it be called? And what would its ability be?
I would steal an idea from Magic the Gathering Unglued. There was a card in that game called Chaos Confetti, which evidently some people know about. That particular set was when Wizards of the Coast had a sense of humour, which as far as we're aware is now completely gone from the best of our knowledge. But they did a couple of gimmick sets for Magic the Gathering called Unglued and Unhinged, and one of these cards was Chaos Confetti. And the card text read as such: you tear up this card and you throw it on the board. Anything it lands on is instantly destroyed. I like to do the same thing, but it destroys a random legendary in your collection. That would be one. And the strange thing is that would be from the sensible set of Hearthstone. Does Crendor have an idea? I mean, you guys don't really.
I would make the Mecha Angry Chicken. And it would be like a 1 mana, like 0 attack, like 5 health. And when you attack with it and actually did damage somehow, it would get buffed up to like 15 attack and 1 health.
That is completely broken. Are you kidding me? That's so easy.
That'd be great.
Can I make a card that just has Yugi on it from Yu-Gi-Oh. That we called It's Time to Duel. It starts the entire game over.
The ultimate BM, that's perfect.
Secret Dreadlord, and it's a card where you just play it, and no matter what hero you are, you become a Secret Dreadlord, and then you have extra powers. Done. Easy.
That's the only time Dreadlord has ever been boring.
Sure.
Alright, next question. That guy's cheating with that light, look at that. It's mesmerizing.
Hello.
Hello.
Basically, way back, well not too far back, you sort of passed over to the moon, sort of saying, oh, it's an RPG making it. Did you guys ever end up playing it? Because it made me cry like a bitch.
I have the soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
To the moon.
Oh, it's a good game. I played it. It's on my recommended list of games to play.
I did not play that.
Yeah.
I routinely get messages, very, very long messages from people though about how I have to play it and it'll change my life, which just makes me avoid it.
It gets built up as a very awesome emotional experience, and I think when you build something like that up too much,
It ruins the emotional experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
kind of does. I've had people say to me like, "Oh yeah, Brothers was a really good game, but like you made it out like it was the savior of all mankind."
I do that with manga all the time. I'm like, you have to read Uzumaki, it's one of the best horror manga in the world, 10 out of 10. And then people read it and they're like, it was alright.
It's never been a problem for me.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Next.
Jesse, at the beginning of this
Hold
convention...
on, where are you at?
Hello.
Hi.
At the beginning, you were a question asked if you could sing a song, and you promised a song on that panel.
I did sing a song.
You sang the Nando song.
I sang the Nando song. You want another song now?
Yes.
We need a 4-part harmony song.
That's
an awful frontal song. No, alright.
I'm sorry, you want barbershop quartet at this point?
Crendor, give us no. Give me some bass, bro. Give me a bass in the song. We're just doing musical instruments. Perfect. Something like a little flute or a little piccolo or something. Kind of like a guitar, smooth jazz guitar. How? These two figured it out.
Oh, they're gonna sing.
Sam is so embarrassed to love me. I see it on his face.
No optional animated.
Next question, yeah.
I would love to ask a question, but there are a couple of kids here who want to, so I'm passing it over to them.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
I want to know, who would win in a fight, Mecha Hitler or Dolly the Seaside Donkey?
Crendor on this topic to explain the dynamics of this fight.
Well, it really, like, what, I mean, we have to establish first.
No, there are no rules for this fight. It's Hitler versus the seaside.
I know, but is this a fight for our hearts?
No! To the dead!
Important to establish.
You read too much fucking anime.
Read anime.
Well, I feel like Mecha Hitler would have a soft spot for the donkey. And so, the donkey probably win. Because Mecha Hitler is just, like, he's a killing machine.
Alright, how does this fight go down? What is the killing blow?
Like, there's a coliseum. The, like, gates open and Mecha Hitler's, like, undefeated. And he walks out and everyone's like, yeah. But then the seaside donkey walks in and all of a sudden it, like, gives him, like, flashbacks. It's like, the donkey saved his life, like, years ago. And so, he can't kill it, but the donkey doesn't remember because it's a donkey.
Best mental images. Thank you.
Hitler was the mermaid. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'll ever hear anyone say that.
Mecha Hitler was the mermaid.
Hashtag.
Hashtag have a posh wing.
Mecha mermaid.
Well, you've just written the next M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh my goodness.
Alright,
Next question.
Yes, moving swiftly on. Here we go.
Two things. Totalbiscuit. Are flame grilled steaks still your favourite to McCoy crisp? And can I have my hat back?
Yes and yes. Can you catch? More to the point. Left-handed.
Oh god, this
Right, can TB throw?
No!
Spot on.
Next question.
Brilliant throw by Totalbiscuit there. Right into the crowd. I mean, not into the crowd.
Hello. Question for all of you. How do you feel about YouTubers that have progressed from YouTube into more traditional media like books and films and whatever?
Screw them. Our new book comes out, dude.
Like YouTubers doing things that aren't YouTube, right? That's the question?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I mean,
I think those people are great.
I mean, I do think we are having far too many books that are like, My Life on the Internet by so-and-so.
yeah, the problem is it's by so-and-so, as in not the person that actually is on the cover. If you want to write a book about YouTube or anything like that, great. But you write it, don't get somebody else to write it. That's happening way too much. I mean, that's just a blatant cash in your name, isn't it?
I guess so, that's true.
Bloody lazy.
I guess so. When you put it that way.
I mean, I don't answer the problem with kind of moving on to TV and film if that's what you wanted to do. I think it's kind of odd to use YouTube as a stepping stone for that. And I think in most cases that wouldn't work anyway.
I mean, look, if somebody came to me and was like, you want to be on the next season of Teen Wolf? I'd be like, heck yeah, I do. But, I mean, I'm not, like, that's not my end game, right?
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, like, if somebody was like, do you want to be on TV on a show that you unabashedly love, then I'd be like,
So what's
sure.
your end game?
What's my end game?
Yeah.
To have fun.
No, you're right for that.
That YouTube money.
I don't have goals, so.
That's why I was asking. I wanted to see what you came up with.
Yeah, no, I don't have like long-term goals, so.
Adopting more cats.
I'm interested to hear Crendor's opinion on his aspirations.
Well, as someone creating a game, a book, running a YouTube channel, and some other stuff, I think you need to diverge into all of them. That way, You can have mediocre forms of all platforms. Be extremely annoying. And it's just bad.
It is true that YouTube doesn't do as well for us as it used to. So
Yeah, well, we had a rough 6 or 7 months, relatively speaking, but I think that YouTube is still going to be the place to do anything, because where else would you do it, ultimately? You can do some things on Twitch, but we're pretty much going to be sticking around there. And even if eventually the money trickles away to nothing, there's plenty of other ways to sort of survive doing that. So there's no real need, but personally, if you want to move on to another medium, then by all means. But to me, YouTube is ultimate creative freedom. Why would you want to go anywhere else to do that sort of thing? Because you won't be able to do the same thing anywhere else.
Right.
Sega.
I'm okay with you doing Sega, that's fine.
All the YouTube people that have TV shows, I don't even know what TV shows they are. It's always I'm getting a TV show, and then it's on channel 400, and nobody knows about it, and then everybody forgets about their YouTube channel.
That's the weird thing, they got more views on YouTube than they did on channel 476.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
So it's stupid.
There you go, that's it, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
It's good to diversify if you want to.
You just want to be on that damn Teen Wolf show.
Call me.
Alright, next question.
Hello. So, first thing, have you ever considered doing a D&D something RPG stream together? And
It's the worst idea. This comes up a lot. I know for a fact that JP, that son of a bitch, would absolutely love to do that because he really likes money. So I'm sure he would love to set up a roleplay show for that, but there's nothing planned yet.
Second of all, is Engelbert Kappa ever coming back?
Our DM has kind of retired and he's doing other things, he's getting his real life important stuff that doesn't involve imaginary tech priests. Yeah, so I can't imagine, he needs to get his priorities in order. I don't know what's going on with that. He's moved on to other things, so it is, what do you do?
There was a hair on him.
What?
There was a hair on him. I wanted to just grab it.
Oh, you're trying to steal my life essence from me. No!
TV without hair.
Implying I've had it. But we do want to, I know that everybody involved in Dark Heresy wants to do it again. Probably a slightly shorter, kind of 3-hour show. We've been talking about it for months, but we need to find a new DM, we need to kind of rethink the format. We might change a cast member and things like that, but I'll keep that in mind. But it's absolutely being talked about, and will probably come back, yes. Alright, next question.
Question for you, Totalbiscuit. Do you have any idea of what you want to do in the lounge? Any games you really
I'm sorry, I never have any idea of what I'm doing in the lounge. Actually, I've got a list of things, and then I have to consider what I like to call the Crendor factor. I look through my list of games, these are games that I've enjoyed, that are reasonably complex and have a nice set of mechanics and a good theme and probably be enjoyable to watch. How could Crendor possibly fuck with that? And will it end up working on the show? A lot of games are fantastic, but they're also really long. For instance, I heard that Dodger really loves Talisman.
You thought I could have messed up Talisman. And I did.
That was the testing ground. A game that is so simple and so unbelievably impossible to mess up. He managed it anyway.
I hear this game's really good.
No, we're not playing that.
You get to be maids. You build a deck because you're maids. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah. There's definitely a few things I know that we wanted to try. Super Fight, which is a game about making your own superhero, I believe, and then arguing which superhero would beat the other. That would probably work. A lot of people have been asking for Dead of Winter, which has a lot of betrayal elements.
Dead of Winter is really long though.
It is a little bit, yeah. That's the question of whether or not we could do that. I'd love to revisit Battlestar with the expansion that lets us airlift Crendor. Easily. That would be pretty great.
Space Jesse!
I'll say, nope. I am not the sideline, guys.
You all thought it was me.
I don't believe the word you're saying.
Worst.
I don't know if we want to overcomplicate it, because the last time we tried to play basic Battlestar, Crendor bricked himself.
I thought I was not bringing myself.
No, you fell for my grand plan. Worked flawlessly. Thank you so much.
But I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the table. It depends what's available on Tabletop Sim. I'd love to play a little bit of Eldritch Horror or something along those lines. There's a lot of good stuff. So eventually we might actually do another lounge. Obviously we've been out and about, so it's been a bit difficult. We do need to finish Epic Spell Wars. There's a risk you might actually win that, which I'm not okay with.
Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at it. I know it's surprising, he never wins anything, but at this point, that game of complete random chance he's doing pretty well at. So. Yeah, all sorts of possibilities coming, but there will be more shows once we're all kind of back in the States and not in the air. Alright, next question.
Two questions. Have any of you ever done the podcast without wearing trousers, or as you call them, pants?
Yes.
I'm going to say all of us.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I've done it in PJ pants, obviously, but.
Nope.
My fanfish is ruined! Are you all currently wearing
Get out!
also, can Jesse sing the David Bowie Space Oddity cover he did at the end of one of the CoxCon Crendor videos?
Can I don't know that I remember the lyrics to that song.
Google it.
We'll wait.
Meow, 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 meow,
Those weren't bad. That was good.
Oh yeah!
He paid to be here.
Worth every penny.
Thank you.
He didn't say because of you. That's what I meant.
It's okay, I still have your money, so I don't really care why you're here.
And John.
Too late for that shit. It's already been spent. Alright, oh god. You're a bastard for this. I don't know where to start this song.
The beginning.